Hello everyone and welcome to the Sandbox stream with Lucas and me, a voice, and an avatar. Am I even real? No, this is a metaverse panda. AI panda, not real. Not really game. This is our first VoxEdit live award show! Yay! How amazing! Oh, you should be. You should be. Now, everybody in the chat, music is much higher than our voices, apparently.
Really?
Interesting. Very interesting.
There we go. How about now?
But everyone in should get hype. Panda became a VTuber. That is it. That and also the fact that I cannot actually stream. So we all have Lucas to thank for this. No delays for this award show. We didn't have to cancel because we have Lucas. We have Lucas is right, and Lucas / is amazing. That should be your new name. Not Lucas is right, just Lucas is amazing.
Oh. See, I don't know about that. I feel like that would feed into a little bit too much of an ego. Like, Lucas is right is more of an ironic name. Like, the chances of me being right is pretty slim. So it was more along the lines of just like a joke. It was like an internal joke between me and a couple friends years ago. And so I think if we switch it over to Lucas is amazing, then I'm gonna start to like buy into my own hype. You know, I don't think that's smart. I like to keep things balanced. I wanna knock myself down a peg or two.
Fair enough. And Garnican says, can we repeat the intro? We'll do a real fast intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sandbox stream. This is the first awards VoxEdit ceremony stream. Woo! Yay,
Woo!
hype. Luke.
Yes? Panda?
Not real panda. There we go. We're all caught up. Did you lose me?
I did lose you for a
There
second.
we go. Yeah. Well, I don't think they missed out on much. I'm going to close this one tab.
So Panda has limited internet right now, and she is gracing us with her presence as much as she possibly can. So if at any point there is a break in the audio or a delay, or we lose her for a while, I will try my best to pick up where she left off. She sent me some videos, so we can just play those. So at the end of the day, the most important part is recognition for you. Our users, our creators, our developers, the people in this contest that we're gonna award. So if I don't know who the winners are, but that doesn't mean I don't have access to the information. So you can all figure out who won what at the end of the day. And that's what's important, right, Panda?
That is 100% what is most important. Whew. That and that Crip is currently on a 95 stream streak. What?
How's that even possible?
Yeah, it is apparently.
What?
Look what they've done. They've shown it off. They've got a
How?
How
did you do that?
I don't think they work. I think they are retired. They are a crypto millionaire, and that they just watch us because we are that fantastic. I'm
picturing like one of those child geniuses. Like they're only like 15, 16 years old, but they like upgraded like the Amazon servers somehow, and now they're just retiring and living off of the residuals. Just you know, living the good life out on their you know, not quite a yacht because they're not that far gone, but they do got a big boat with internet on it, and they're like, yeah, this is cool.
They're watching us right now on a boat. How amazing is that? We are being watched while someone is on a boat.
Yeah.
It's 100% true. Crip, I hope you're loving life.
Leonardo DiCaprio's there. They're just toasting
I'm
champagne.
jealous.
Yeah, a little jealous now.
Yeah, I don't. Why weren't we invited, Crip? Like, what's the deal? You watch us for 95 streams and we don't
No
get
invite?
invited on the boat? Yeah.
No invite?
Come on.
See, I went from being like jealous to a little hurt. This is a roller coaster of emotions here. What do you want to get into first, Panda? What do you want to get into first?
I believe we may actually have news of the week for the people to watch.
Okay. I will pull that up. Right, meow.
Oh, meow.
Oop.
It's because cats are amazing.
They are. One moment. I believe this is super duper quiet. So give me a sec. I'm gonna restart this. And
Hello and welcome back to the news.
Can anyone hear that?
With me, Panda Pops.
I don't believe you can. Okay, 1 second. Well, I pull this up a different way. Oh, it was low, but you could still hear it?
I turned up the audio on Twitch and you can hear it. It's just very low.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the news of the week with me, Panda Pops. For the Sandbox news of the week, let's jump right into it. The Sandbox Hammer. That is a reward pool of 140k sand for Avatar owners. The question is, are you going to do your plank for this one?
I don't think that's smart. I don't think that's a good
Galaxy
idea.
Habbo collection and Habbo
It's not as
Genesis
long as the
Avatar.
8-minute one.
Get the Galaxy Habbo Avatar here, or get Habbo Genesis Avatar.
Yeah.
So it's links that take you to
Maybe
both of
I
those.
should try it.
And then there is the Habbo Space
Has it
Hotel
started?
57 EP to
30
complete.
seconds
Oh,
left.
okay.
Go check that one out. You have until April 18th. Next up, we have the Builders Challenge. This has been going on for 10 weeks and the end date is April 22nd. This is available to anybody who has uploaded an experience to their own land that meets all the eligible criteria. Make sure to check this link out in the event page so you can find out if you are eligible. Only up until April 22nd, so you don't have long left. The Isle Adventures. I have played this super cute game. There is 30k sand for the Isle Adventure NFT owners and 20k sand open to all between all players who complete the objectives. We then have Action City by Lionsgate. This is open until April 21st. And there is a 50k sand prize pool for Hellboy 2019 Avatar owners. So do check this one out. Really good experience. I still need to hop in myself and finish it up. But real nice, great design on this one. You should check it out. Make sure to check out the event page for other events that are happening. Right now there are 2 game jams as well. So go check both of those out. One has had its registrations closed, and then we have the Game Jam, the Sandbox Cross Block Tempo Game Jam, the first Taiwan live game hackathon. Go check those out. Currently, right now, there are no VoxEdit contests running, but we did recently finish up a VoxEdit mini contest, Gothic Interior, the Sandbox Bootcamp poster contest, as well as finishing up the Easter VoxEdit contest, where the results will be on a live show this Saturday. Now, let's move on to our mentions of the week. Taking a look at this amazing equipment, it has Defense of 30, made by Elements Official. This is the Earth Hammer element. There are 20 that are minted. It is an equipment, and it looks absolutely fantastic. 25 sand.
I'm gonna just throw this out there. I paused the video real quick. That's a bone it's sitting on, I think. It's like one of those, like a really big leg bone or something. And I think that's super cool. Okay, I'm gonna push play now.
To get this fantastic equipment right here. Lots of love and detail gone into this. And once again, 30 defense created by Elements Official. Next up, we do have the Crypto Ninja Jin Head by Voxel Joker. There is only one minted. It is 10 sand, and it is an equipment. Now, this is minted using a common catalyst, so there are no attributes associated with this one. But it looks very nice. On to our experience mention goes to Monochrome Monolith. This was one of the first experiences I have seen within the Sandbox that has actually had a film premiere inside, which is absolutely amazing. Great experience. It is a multiplayer, so you can hop in with your friends and experience this monochrome world together. Our next game mention of the week goes to a Color Run by I Am CC. This is one that we did see show in our Mocha Game Jam submissions. An absolutely fantastic experience. Once again, it is multiplayer and it is a lot of fun, well worth playing. Fantastic experience. You need to go see this. And this is what we're ending on with our artist mention. Now, look at this. This is just so cute. Really well done, well styled. Now, there is potentially the slight issue of node count, but I'm going to overlook it because of how adorably cute it is. And this was created by Shinkaru. Hopefully I have pronounced that name correctly. But amazing asset. Absolutely fan-friggin-tastic. How awesome. As always, guys, hope you enjoyed the news of the week and back to your regular scheduled content.
Okay. Whoop. There we go. Candy, you still there?
I am still here. I just
How'd that
went
plank
real
go for you?
quiet. Oh, I think I did it for like 10 minutes. I don't know how long that news of the week was, but
Was
I
it
definitely was
5
planking
minutes?
for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was fun. You traveled back in time and planked a second time throughout the video. That's impressive.
The video's 5 minutes. I feel like I was sat here for quite a while.
Yes, the video is 5 minutes. Maybe
Then I
5,
believe
13.
I think I planked for at least a good 1 to 2 minutes.
That's, hey, you know what? That's a good start.
Oh, A Manovic wants to know where can they watch that news video again. These news videos are created by me and are shown at the start or semi-start of every single stream that we do. They last for 1 week, so it's the news of the week. So
upload
it
those
lasts
somewhere?
for a week. So the individual videos don't get uploaded. However, our YouTube videos do. They get re-uploaded onto YouTube, so you can catch them out there and see that news there. Or you can watch the VOD of this live stream for up to 14 days, I believe they stay for.
That's basically forever in crypto time.
Yeah. So there we go. And it is my lovely voice that you get to hear throughout that video. And right now, but not my lovely face because the internet can't handle it. Which seems like I'm bragging, but I'm not. Like I'm just too.
No, it doesn't seem like it at all. It doesn't seem like it at all. You have a lovely voice. Let's call it like it is. No more false modesty. It's wonderful.
But I do have a lovely voice, but the reason the internet can't handle my face is purely because I don't have enough speed to get it on the screen without breaking.
Panda forgot to make a sacrifice to the internet gods, and they are angry. But don't worry, she'll fix it on the next full moon.
Yeah. It's like Saturn's in retrograde or whatever it is right now. Like once that stops.
Yeah, Saturn's in ether grade. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It'll fix itself soon. Yes. Oh, I think we lost Panda again.
That reason is have I oh no,
Nope,
I
you're
am
back. You're back.
I'm back. It's fine. Yeah. It's like a minute little I see you freeze on Discord and I'm like, "Oh, I've stopped."
I'll try to keep
And then you
moving.
move again.
I'll try to keep moving so that way when I stop,
I
things are
know.
frozen. Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
tough, but I think I can do it.
Yeah, and then that's when you purposely just freeze, and I'm like, "Am I here? Am I not here?" And you just start
are
trolling.
any of us here, Panda? Are
Exactly,
any of us really
exactly.
here?
No, no, no. I mean, it's like if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Oh, if nobody's around here, I missed the important part.
I was watching a really old episode of Simpsons the other day, and Lisa was asking Bart like philosophical questions. She's like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it truly make a sound? And Homer like pops his head around the corner. He's like, yeah, it goes. And she goes, she gets all frustrated. And she's like, yeah, but what is the sound of one hand clapping? And he goes,
And he does it, yeah.
and she's just like, you know what? I don't want to be part of this family anymore. She just like walks out. Like, oh, this is wonderful. What are we doing next? Can we jump into announcements? Is that okay?
We can 100% we can, and it is okay. So we had a VoxEdit Easter contest.
We did.
So the theme was Easter, but it was the broad spectrum of Easter, whatever Easter means to you. So if it means cute bunnies, cute chicks, pretty painted eggs, great. If it means a big Easter Island head, fine, have at it.
If it means battles with the bogeyman.
I mean, there's a line that we do draw, and I think battles with bogeymen are probably it. As long as it's pastels and general vibes of Easter or given Easter. Chocolate, Sanzus, yes, chocolate as well. Definitely chocolate, 100% chocolate. But that is the theme, and there are prizes to get, and we had a beginner and regular category. Every single one of our VoxEdit contests has a regular category. Only some have a beginner category for you beginners out there. So make sure to check out our contest and see if there's a beginner category for you newbies that want to earn some sand and learn some cool skills and be a part of Sandbox and become my voxel minions. But enough rambling from me.
No.
I don't believe there's any music, so it's gonna be awkward and silent.
There will be music. I'm gonna make music. I'm gonna do this. Biggity bam. Oh, that's so loud.
Oh, I don't hear it, so it is quiet for me.
There we go. Okay.
But that we're gonna do the beginner winners, so the top 10 of the beginners VoxEdit contest Easter results are now coming to you. Roll VT.
Hey Panda, got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
Are these in the order?
They're in reverse order.
They're in reverse order. And do we have a list that we could read off, maybe?
I've got to just mute Twitch so I could hear myself. So yes and no. The actual results will be posted up on the VoxEdit Twitter account. So we'll link that and you'll be able to see all of the winners and their names there. But I am skeptical of opening up any more tabs on my end for fear of being fully disconnected.
Okay. Gonna push play on this video again. Bam. digging it. It's beautiful.
It's so cute. Oh, the robot one. I'm catching up. Delay.
Oh.
I know what you're saying, R2, and it is very cute.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna actually repeat on, push play on this and let it play in the background. Wow. This over here. 1 second. Panda, you still there?
I am still here. I am just over right now on the VoxEdit Twitter, about to pick up the tweet. Feels like something went weird on their tweets, but I will grab it.
Okay. So I really enjoyed this one. It's a bunny mech backo combo, and that is a wonderful concept, and it spits out what looks like to be an Easter egg once it absorbs love and the essence of Easter.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. And then this is what I assume is your favorite, is just a giant robot bunny.
Mecha Bunny, yeah, Mecha Bunny was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Mecha Bunny was super rad.
We'll also make sure for future VoxEdit award ceremonies, we will have the Twitter names for all of the winners. I just had very limited time. But this one was honestly one of my most favorite ones, the one in third place. It's just so cute.
It is pretty cute. Let's go back to that. I'm going to pause it on third place one really quick here. Third place. This is what I think when I think like Easter vibes. Like this kind of like, it doesn't embody it to like the nth degree, but it is like when you were describing what you thought of as Easter vibes, this is what I was kind of picturing right here. The pastels, the positive vibes, the eggies, you know, some fragile butterflies, the whole 9 yards. It looks, it's I'm digging it.
Yeah, and although it doesn't quite hit the score there for usability, because it is a scene at the end of the day, it is scene based, which is hard to score high. It's not as scene based as some others, but it is still fairly scene based, so it's not as optimized and usable as what we're seeing here in second and in first place.
So let's actually dive into that for a second. So when it comes to these VoxEdit contests, by creating an entire scene, people are actually doing themselves a disservice. You want something that is usable in multiple experiences. Do you want to elaborate on that? Or is that the entire elaboration?
This pretty much the entire elaboration. So it doesn't mean that if you create a scene-based asset that you are going to score like really, really bad, that you're not even going to place in the top 10. There are some contests that actually ask for scene-based. We did the cereals VoxEdit contest that actually did ask, like, hey, if you can create a scene, we were looking for scenes. But for the most part, when we do these VoxEdit contests, we are wanting you to try and create assets that could be sold.
Okay.
And so, yes, two of the criteria is usability and optimization. Usually with scenes, they're not as optimized because there's a lot of different things happening in one asset. Compared to, like, let's say if they just did the little girl on her own, the little bunny girl playing the violin. Yes, it's not going to get as much in creativity and for the theme, but it's definitely way more optimized. But the whole scene together does really work. It looks great. It's got great aesthetics. But just on usability and optimization, it is a little bit lower.
Okay. I just pulled up the tweet that Panda put out. I'm going to go through from 10 to 1, just in case anybody's listening. I'll read off the Twitter handle for the place. So in place number 10, we've got Chiara Tart. Place 9, or ninth place. I don't know why I'm saying it like I've never heard somebody talk about places before. We got ninth place. We got Saki by Creator. And that's the Easter Island head that Panda was alluding to earlier. And that is wonderful. Eighth place, Stuto Bruna. We got a breakdancing bunny. Seventh place, Yellow Soup X. Oh, wow. It's a giant Easter egg mech. I mean, once that egg closes, you have a perfect shell of protection. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Sixth
they're
place.
kind of encompassing all of it in that. They're
Yeah,
like
I mean,
they're an egg, they're a bunny.
I mean, this is to me, this is the metaverse right here. You can do and create anything you want. If you love Easter, and apparently there's a chicken inside the egg, which in and of itself, that's all encompassing. They're going full circle on this because once this, mech breaks down, I guess they could just lay another egg and bing, bang, boom, they're back in the game. Sixth place, Slow Practice. This is the Bacco Mecha Bunny mech that I was talking about earlier. Fifth place, Mohammed Fairna 17, Rabbit Drone. I didn't know it was a drone. I should have picked up on that. I really like the presentation on this one. They went all super glossy for the floor, and it was a really nice touch. It really sets it off.
I'm
Number
going to
4.
say
Yeah.
with the floor, though, for that one, that wouldn't have been taken into consideration because it's not voxels. That's definitely something being done in
No.
Light Tracer.
Yes, that's light render tracer, like she's talking about. I'm trying to think of the word, the other program. Can't quite finish it, but Blender, thank you. EM word good today. But yeah, so like she was saying, like I wasn't implying that would give them more points in the contest, because only things that are going to give you more points in the contest are going to be voxel related items. Everything else is just, you putting in extra work because you love what you do and you want to show it off to its fullest extent. Number 4, or fourth place, it's Marie Axel? Maria Zell? I'm not sure how to say that. Miriam. It's Miriam. We're going to go with Miriam with her carrot spaceship. And I really like how the wings extend from the side, because I thought it was like a rocket at first, and then it turns into like a rocket plane. And, the wings coming out of the side really... Are they shooting eggs? Wait, are those bullets eggs? 1 second. They are.
I believe they are.
The bullets are eggs. Nice touch, Miriam. Third place, DeFi, please. And this is the one that Panda was talking about a second ago. Pull it on up. Love the use of colors here. It's clearly very Eastery colored and themed. And it, like I said, it just screams Easter to me. Screams springtime. Easter's in the spring, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's the start of spring. It's the start.
You learn something new every day. Me and calendars, we don't do well together. Second place goes to Azim Maxum. Azim Maxum. Oh wow. Here we go. Digging it. And first place, Crypto.
So cute. I love first place.
Kyosha.
It's the best.
Okay, what does it remind you of? Because it reminds me of one thing in particular, and I want to see if we're on the same page here.
Does it remind you of Pixelville?
Pixelville 1, but there's a candy, a treat, an Easter treat that it reminds me of.
We probably don't have those in the UK.
You're right. You guys have better food than us because our FDA doesn't care about
That is true. But what do they remind you of?
Peeps. Remind me of Peeps.
Peeps.
The little marshmallow candy. It's basically a marshmallow that's coated in sugar for no reason. And they're wonderful. And Sanzu's got it. He said Peeps. Yes. These remind me of Peeps. My favorite candy is marshmallows. And I know that's a weird thing to say. Like, my favorite thing is just a plain marshmallow.
Sugar.
Yeah, just sugar. Yes, exactly, sugar. And they took that sugar and they're like, you know what would make this sugar better? Some air. And they just fluffed it up, and they were right. It did make it better. So that's the first place winner for our beginner category. And
I love it so much. It makes me so happy. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the picture on the
please.
screen, and the color scheme is everything. The pastels. Look at the pastel.
Yeah.
No, it's so
wonderful.
cute.
It's pretty wonderful.
I just want it. I actually want that as a toy. I'm not gonna lie. That could sit on my shelf, and I'll be so happy with life every day looking at it.
Okay, so if this was sitting on your shelf, I would expect two things from it. One, some sort of a spring attachment for that sign on the top, so it kind of bobbled back and forth. And two, I want those lights to be real working lights on that rabbit head. If they don't work, I'm out.
I also want the doors to open, and you should be able to pop the characters in there. It should basically be a toy that I can play with and set up.
I'm digging it. I expect to see this on your desk within the next 6 months, Panda. Let's chop, make it happen.
So I should steal somebody's work and create my own version of it?
I'm implying that they should send it to you, but hey.
Oh. Yes, so who won that?
Crypto Koyusha.
So they need to 3D print.
We're not asking for a bunch.
And then they also need to contact me, ask for my address because I don't have a PO box.
So this fantasy has gone way too deep. We're gonna cut it off here because it's never gonna happen. But what is gonna happen?
It's the regular contest winners being announced, the top 10. The video will show them in reverse order. We will do what Lucas has just done now, which is after the video, we'll go through the stuff and then we'll go through the tweets so you can see their names. And next time we do a stream like this, I'll have their names on the screen like a good person.
Pew, pew, pew. To be fair, though, to Panda, this is one of those things where we could have delayed it a little bit of time and we would have had the videos done a little differently. But we thought by we, I mean Panda, she wanted to get the information out to the contestants as quickly as possible. And that's why it's like this. And I don't know about y'all, but I think if I was in your shoes, I would prefer speed over propriety. And so that's what she went with. And I feel like it was a really good decision. You know, it's kind because everybody's on the edge of their seats. Like, did I win? Did I win? I want to know. How'd I do? How'd I do? How'd I do? And now you can know how you did. No more wondering. No more guessing. No more waiting. And the winners of the beginner category are here right now.
It's so fun hearing and seeing your reactions and then waiting to see what it's to.
That bunny. They're all bunnies.
It's rocking out. Oh, the grandpa bunny. I'm so delayed.
Wow,
I
Panda.
know.
Wow.
No, that first place, the cavemen at Easter, that is exactly how I expect them to be.
I mean, so here's the deal. There's obviously a million different viewpoints, and there's a million different ways of looking at art in the sandbox, and there's certain artists that they really embrace the voxel view of things, where they want their things to look blocky and they want them to be voxely. And there's other artists that want them to be angular, and there's other artists that want them to be as realistic as possible. And all forms of art are wonderful and valid and beautiful, and I love the fact that we have those different takes and views on all of this stuff. And the really cool thing is you can see all of those viewpoints and all those bases for their ideas in this contest alone. Like, first place clearly embraces voxels. They want that blocky look to things. And then if you look at Sanzeus's, he loves like the angular stuff. And it's just like, and then third place, the bunny. I've got this gives me so much that I want to talk about. But
the bunny, oh, so cute.
So cute, but here's the thing. When she takes off the head of her costume, she does that little like sweat wipe. Now,
yes. Animation.
That's attention to detail. That is attention to detail at its finest. I used to be a mascot for, I don't know if you've ever heard of the company Best Buy. I used to wear, the Best Buy had a mascot for a long time, the Best Buy Idea Box. It was literally just like a price tag. It was the dumbest mascot ever. But it was so much fun because I got paid really good money to run around in this costume and act like a fool. And one of the things that I always did every single time I took the costume off, the first thing you do is you just wipe your brow. And that just brought back so many good memories. And it made me think, whoever created that, I feel like they've worn a mascot costume at one point in their life as well. So they're just drawing on real world experience. And I really dig it. Okay.
It is fantastic attention to detail.
Isn't it? All right.
It is.
10th place goes to Mira La Mirala. Mira, if I butchered that, I'm really sorry. 9th place, Crawler Studios. 8th place goes to Biagi. I'm going to start reading the first name as opposed to the username. 7th place goes to Sanzeus, or Dr. Zeus. 6th place goes to Kajoijid. Now, this one, actually, I'm going to go through the places and then we'll come back and talk about them. 5th place goes to Haji Club. 4th place goes to Attachot. 3rd place goes to, so many Z's and D's, Zhang D Doru. 2nd place goes to Stereo J. And 1st place goes to friend of the family, Hedon. This is, I should recognize this style. I really feel like I should recognize that. But let's go back to the beginning.
Hedon has a very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Unique. Well,
yeah. No.
Distinct.
Distinct. Thank you. Distinct style. Yes.
Okay. Starting on number 10 here. We're looking at Mira's Bunny Basher? How do we want to phrase that?
Bunny Basher sounds great. She's there. No, maybe not.
Digging the hammer.
She is absolutely amazing, and I do want to just point out that a lot of the time for these contests, we have some scores that are very, very close, as if like there's 1 point between them. And I do get a lot of people saying like, "Why? What can I do to be better?" And it's sometimes it's not so much like it's just who you're going up against. It's like you've created something absolutely amazing, and you have just literally missed out by 1 point. Just keep on refining those skills. Oh, something's loud.
Yep, got it down.
Beep. Oh, cool. But yeah, just refining those skills and looking at what we're looking for. So we do let you know if things like optimization are worth double points. If we're really looking for usability, sorry, not optimization, usability. Sometimes usability can be worth double points. That is happening a lot more in our VoxEdit mini contests because we are looking for usable assets, assets that can be placed in other experiences. Making your videos showcasing your assets, showing how usable they are. So this 10th place one right here is showing loads of different animations. They've got loads going on. So we can see from here that this asset is usable. Like somebody can place this in an experience. It could be a custom avatar for someone's experience. This is a working asset. And we can see that.
Question for you. So this asset it's all one asset. So the hammer is part of the character.
Is part of the character, yes.
So would it have been better to make two separate assets and then put the hammer in her hand? Or is having the hammer in her hand a pro? What would you say there?
For this particular contest, when we're not awarding double points for usability, I would say the hammer is good in this one because without the hammer, she's not got as much versatility in what we're seeing here. Otherwise, she's just a really pretty bunny, dressed up bunny character. And that's fine, and that would still probably have scored as well. I think the assets themselves would do better being separated. So if this user wanted to mint their assets, making the hammer an equipment and just having the bunny girl as an NPC character on her own would be better. Is like, because you've got the collision box. So the collision box with her having that hammer is much larger than if it's an equipment.
Okay. On to number 9 for Crawler Studio. Now, let me ask, was this asset was enterable, correct? Like you could walk into this and run around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and they showed that as well by putting a character in there. So you can see that they're actually in Game Maker. They're in Game Maker, they've got a character walking around it, and that's a really good way of showcasing that your asset is usable as well, because lots of assets like this have animations that happen inside of them, and you can't enter them, and they're not usable, but they look like you should enter.
I dig it.
But lots of attention to detail on this one. Optimization a little bit lower than others, so it would have scored a little bit less on the optimization. Would have scored slightly lower on probably, I want to say animation, because there's obviously not much animation, but you don't need much animation on this.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, for anyone that has the question. When you say optimization, what does that mean to you? Because you're one of the main judges in something like this. When you look for optimization, what are you looking at and what are you looking for?
Face node count is the biggest one. If an asset has, even if it's within our guidelines, if an asset has a really high face count and a really high node count, it's going to score less because we know it's not as optimized. And also, if we can see it and we can see ways it could be better optimized.
Okay.
And I don't think anybody is going to get an asset as optimized as Sanzus may have got that guitar, because that takes a lot of effort to do that. And we're definitely not looking for artists who have that particular skill level. But there are definitely ways where we look at assets and we're like, okay, they could have done this, this, and this to make it more optimized. Colliders as well. So if an asset looks like it's got bad colliders, it will score lower in optimization.
Gotcha. One of the things that I wanted to point out about this asset in particular was I feel like Crawler Studio really thought outside the box. This isn't as you can see from the rest of the assets in this set, they went their own route with it. And it paid out for them. I mean, they made it into the top 10. There was a lot of entries for this contest. And so the fact that they got into the top 10 with this, I think that's really cool. And like I said, they went their own route. They thought outside the box and it paid off. So in the future, if you're not sure what to make for a contest and you really want to enter, but you're not like, you're struggling to find a concept, go with just whatever you can think of that meets the theme or has the criteria that like will get you into it. Just think of this as like your inspiration. Like it doesn't have to be your stereotypical contest entry.
Yeah. We do usually post as well some inspirational images. You can always ask in Discord,
Absolutely.
ask in the live streams as well, like, hey, I'm not too sure what to do for this theme, and we can give you a few ideas. Like this one is thinking outside of the box. The next one that Lucas has already pulled up, because nowhere in my dreams did I think, you know what, Easter needs a little chick tank shooting out Easter eggs. Like that is not what I thought. But when I saw it, and these sort of ones that think more outside of the box do score better on creativity for theme, because it is very creative and on theme. So
I'm gonna correct you a little bit really quick here, Panda. I don't believe that he's shooting Easter eggs. I believe he's shooting jelly beans directly into my mouth.
He's shooting a little jelly beans.
Just right over to me. I'm catching them, popping them in. Yeah.
Perfect.
He's enabling my bad behavior by eating sugar.
I do want to just pick up on last year triers, which is it would be nice to receive feedback via email as for the game jams to know better. Unfortunately, that won't happen. So the only reason you get the feedback for the game jams is because it is done through the council, and the council are an external company that are handling the judging and the feedback. Whereas for the VoxEdit contest, this is being done in-house, and we don't have an external company that is judging and providing that feedback. So we have a set amount of judges, and they have the time to judge these contests, but we can't provide that feedback because they have other aspects of their job that they do. Like, we don't just have a company that is purely to judge. We have internal staff that does the judging. So unfortunately, we won't be able to do the feedback like the council do for game jams.
Also, one other thing to point out, when it comes to game jams, there aren't as many entries per game, because a fully fledged game takes a lot longer to create than a singular asset. And so for these singular asset contests, just the sheer volume that comes in for them is a lot higher and a lot greater. So imagine if you're just thinking about one asset, that's reasonable to think they would give feedback on that. But if you have hundreds and hundreds of assets and you're doing these contests fairly regularly, then the feedback becomes a lot more labor intensive just based off of how many entries you have. So just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
Yeah, and what else was I gonna say? Also, not everybody goes to the final judging forms. So there's a processing thing set out, and that takes time to do the whole processing and to get the final ones to go to the judges. And there's still quite a few that go to the final judges, because we try to get as many seen by the judges as possible. Sometimes there's more, sometimes there's less. There have been the odd occasions where I have increased the amount that go into the final just because of the quality. Like, if it's amazing quality, we'll always increase how many go to the final judge. But we do try to keep it as not too intense on the judges, because once again, their job isn't just to judge. They have other aspects of their work that they have to do.
All right. Let's talk about Rock and Roll Bunny here.
I love Rock and Roll Bunny.
The thing that gets me with this one, it's not the amazing guitar with its only, I believe, 4 nodes, which is just insane to me. It's not the pink mohawk, which, believe it or not, I used to have myself. It's not the cutoff vest. It's the feet. For some reason, when they're like tapping along to the beat.
His little tapping feet.
Yeah, that slays me. And I think that's so amazing. And then the feet lead into the headbanging. And it's perfection. It's absolute perfection.
I love it. I would say the only thing, and it's not something you can particularly change with this asset because this asset is how it's been designed, is it isn't quite as usable as the other assets that we're going to see because it's very clear he's a big boy. Which means people looking to when we say usability, we mean usability in terms of the theme, because we understand not everybody is going to want a bunny girl holding an Easter basket for all of their experiences, but for an Easter themed experience, perhaps that they would fit into that usability for that theme. So that's what we mean when we say usability. It's for the theme of the contest. So with this big old rockin' bunny, he's a big boy, which means even for a Easter contest, he would be pretty unique to have in your experience, I would say. He might not fit everybody's aesthetic in terms of going into an Easter experience, but his animation is amazing. The aesthetic is fantastic. Level of difficulty, which is a new one we've added in. I already know how difficult it, like I could. It would take a long time.
I know that Sanzu's put a lot of time and effort into this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a labor of love that he happily labored on for an extra amount of time because he really enjoyed the theme. But I hear what you're saying.
But it is amazing. I want to just put that out there. It is absolutely fantastic, and I love that Sanzu always creates just such realistic assets. Like, going off of topic for the Easter contest, the blue tit that he has been creating. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it so much. But obviously, it's a big old bird. Like, the detail there, that's not a small voxel bird that is in size. Like, that would be something you would put in an experience that you've been shrunk down.
Good call.
Look at it! Look at it! Such a blue. Look at it! It's like 100% new. No, straight away that's a blue tit. But that's also because I have a bunch in the garden.
I didn't know it was called a blue tit. So
yeah. There's blue tits. There's great tits. There's cult tits. That's their name. I'm not being rude. That's what they're called.
I didn't say anything. Oh, here we go. Aww. Here.
Aww. Sanzus, you can't see, but I'm doing the hearts with my hands. There we go. Look at it. It's so cute. Look at it. But yeah, that's called a blue tit. You can tell the difference between the blue and the great ones because the great ones actually have a blacker head on top that goes sort of down around their back. Whereas that one's a blue one.
Fair enough. If anybody wants to watch Sanzus building this majestic tit, you can go to twitch.tv/Sanzus. I dropped the link in the chat. Alrighty, back to the VoxEdit contest. We have number 6 with Kichoji, and this one I thought was really interesting. Right here, that's why. It just all of a sudden the mouth opens up, cannon pops out, bing bang boom. It took it to another level, and it kind of reminded me of South Park, how the Canadians, how their mouths open like that for a second.
Yeah.
And I thought that was hysterical. I really like this. Plus, he's got the bunny at the top that kind of reminds me of a Care Bear. I don't know. This right here, I was digging this.
The animations are so smooth. I can't say any more to this. Like, the animations are just... So everything is moving. Like, even the way the cannon pops, it's smooth, but it's still got like that little like popping jitter that a cannon would have when it pops out an Easter egg.
There's even a little recoil when it fires. Attention to detail. Look at it. Pop.
Gone.
When it fires, it goes back a little bit.
Yeah.
Digging it. Okay, now we're on number 5, which is Hajik, and that is Grandpa Bunny.
Grandpa Bunny.
I feel like you wanted to say something about
say?
Grandpa Bunny.
There's just everything about Grandpa Bunny, I love. It's 100% spring. You've got the blossoms in the background. That is spring. That is Easter. That is and he's there just cradling the little Easter egg. You can, for me, I can just sense like he's waiting for his grand bunnies to come.
Oh,
He's got the Easter egg ready for the grand bunnies. Everything, it just looks visually nice to my eyes. The whole aesthetic, and obviously all judges are going to have a different taste on aesthetics because that's a kind of a personal preference. But all of the colors work amazing together. The animations, Sansu's the cherry blossoms, the animation of just the blossoms coming off of the trees in the background, it's got everything going for it that I absolutely love. Now, with the theme, it's still on theme. It's like it's not as high on theme as some others, but it's still super on theme and creative on that. It is a little scene, but I do feel like it's hard to do scenes. It's hard to do like a little sort of diorama type thing, and this has been done really well because you could hide the bottom of that in a terrain block and it would fit. Like the collision box around it would work. Like it makes sense how this has been done.
Interesting. You beat me to my question. I was going to ask about it being a scene as opposed to an asset, but you're saying that because of the setup and because of how small the scene is, that it could be made to work and that won't count against them.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously counts a little bit, like they wouldn't have got top marks for that, but they definitely scored very, very well. And it does, this is why I always say scenes are really hard. Like little scenes like that are much easier to do.
Okay.
They're much easier and they will do better than a whole scene. Like in the beginner's one, we saw a room where a bunny was rocking out in the middle of the room. That is obviously that is much harder to get points on than something like this.
Okay. Got it. All right. Number 4, Attach Shot. This one is one of the ones that I really wanted to talk about. I don't associate dinosaurs with Easter, but clearly that's a me thing because 2 of the top 10 had dinosaurs in them. And I feel like, I don't know if my parents were just cruel to me as a child or what, but I feel like Easter could have been a lot more fun.
Yeah, you never had dinos for your Easter?
No, I had extra church.
So we didn't really do church here where I mean, we have churches, but I wasn't brought up overly religious. We have a lot of churches, but England.
We don't have churches in the UK. What's a church?
we have loads. Like one of the churches we have is from like I think it's from the 13th, 14th century in the town that I grew up in. So we have churches. We have a lot, but it's my family's not religious or overly religious, but there is a forest that was fairly close by that always did like an Easter egg hunt thing that you could do. And one time they did have like little they had little dino like fake dinos around, and it was like a dino themed like Easter thing. But yeah, you think dinos, and I do remember during the processing stage looking at this going, is this Easter enough? I was like, okay, it's got a giant robot dino. I'm looking at it going, that really isn't very Eastery, but it's got a bunny on there. It's got Easter eggs. It's, you don't know, and it's a robot dino, which means it's clearly in the future. Yeah, he's clearly from the future. And it is the metaverse. It's Eastery enough, in my opinion, because Easter isn't just about the religious factor. There's lots of cultural differences across the world.
Dinosaurs are part of that culture, apparently.
Yes. And Easter also being the spring equinox and all of that. Everything, rebirth, eggs, the cycle of life.
I love it. And one of the things that I'll say is, like Panda said, he looks robotic, looks like he could be from the future. Who knows? Yeah. Maybe in the future there was a trial by combat between the Easter Bunny and the Easter Dino, and clearly the Easter Dino won, and he now holds that crown. So
I mean,
we don't know what's going to happen in 2,000 years.
You say that, but the bunny is controlling the dino. So
Oh, see, how do you know? How do you know it's like a minion or a sidekick?
I think what it is the Easter bunny, instead of going out and delivering Easter eggs like normal, he
Upgrade.
now rides. Yeah, upgrade. He now shoots them out of a dino's mouth.
See, so many possible storylines for this. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Oh, Garnica made a real good connection. Eggs are associated with chickens. Chickens are related to dinos. Connection made. Yes,
Boom.
Garnica.
Boom.
Done it. Thank
All right.
you.
We're getting into the top 3. Number 3, Zhang D. Daru.
Great.
I'm gonna call this one Double D. Double D, you outdid yourself. Do you know the Pokemon that is a tarantula but an electric type?
Yes.
This
He kind of looks like that. Yeah.
Kind of reminds me
A
of that.
little bit.
And what
Now
I
that you
love
said it.
that. I love that. This is it's again thinking outside the box. They went Easter-y and they added their giant tarantula, which it fits. I love the plants in the background holding the eggs and the little palm fronds over the top, giving some shade to the big egg. Like, I don't know what the story is here, but if this was like an animated short, I would watch it a couple times. I would want to figure out like what's going on, where he came from, why is he riding a giant tarantula? Is this way in
He's
the past?
definitely from the.
Is this apocalyptic future? What is happening here? I'm digging it.
See, I don't think it's apocalyptic future. I
Okay.
definitely think it's in the past,
Okay.
or maybe present,
Oh.
alternate universe. But he's definitely from the jungle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's definitely in the depths of the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
I like it. Maybe there's multiple Easter bunnies, like one for each continent.
Maybe.
And this one's more of like a jungle area Easter bunny. And this is how they get around there.
Yeah. I mean, I would. And you know who else would? Trix.
She
Definitely.
absolutely would.
Yeah.
Absolutely would. And if just for anybody that doesn't have the context to that one, Trix was Panda's character in Dungeons and Dragons that we played with Half Dork. And Trix had an unhealthy fixation with spiders.
She had a pet. She had a pet spider. Like, it wasn't unhealthy. She just let it bite her a couple of times. It was normal. But what I love about that third place entry, super usable. There's loads of animations going on with it. Good colliders. Oh, coming to the cutest one.
Number 2, bunny suit. Egna. Her name is Egna. In case anybody missed that. Egna.
Oh.
It's Easter bunny meets mascot costume. And
Yeah.
I've already said my piece about mascot costumes. I think this is wonderfully well done. I think it's right on theme. I think the attention to details are small, but they're very big. And I really like it. I'm digging it. Digging what we're seeing here.
Oh,
It's
I love
cute
it
wrapped
so
in
much.
cute. It's like one of those Russian nesting dolls of cuteness.
100%. And you can see here as well, super usable, super optimized. I don't know what else to say about this other than I love it. The animations are real smooth, good animations, level of detail. You don't need with level of detail, you don't need something to be super detailed. It just means that the detail that you have there is well done. Like, you don't need everything to look realistic to get a good score on level of detail. It just means, like, if you look at that basket, look at the detail on that basket, the ribbon is amazing. Look at the detail on that ribbon. It's like the little bits on her eyes, the rabbit's like eyebrows. It's just the little bits of detail that you see there are just, oh, I love it. It's so cute. I also want this as like a toy, just a plushie where I can take the head off, like it just like Velcro head off, and there's the little character underneath. I want them all. I want all the cute things.
Also, I'm going to throw this out there. first couple times we watched this, I didn't realize that Egna had a little chicky sidekick, and chicky sidekick. I feel the same way about the chicky sidekick that Panda feels about Egna. And if you look at one of these animations, the chicky sidekick even has like a half an egg on its head. It like kind of tips it like a hat. Like, so there's even detail added to
for the hello.
Yeah. There's even detail added to the secondary, the little dude following around. There you go. Oh, the hi. That's just adorable.
I love
well
that.
done. Well done, Stereo J. And now, the final. First place, we have Hidong with his Easter Dino. Easter 2024 VoxEdit contest entrance. Stone Age Easter egg delivery man. He's a Stone Age delivery man who uses chick eggs as bait to lure Tyrannosaurus Rex and deliver giant Easter eggs to people. I mean, if that's not the spirit of Easter right there, I don't know what is.
I mean, I think that's the origins of Easter. Like, that's where it all started.
Does anyone know? I don't think so. We're going with it.
Oh. And look, the caveman is wearing kind of like a school Easter bunny looking hat. I don't know whether that was the intention, but that's what I'm seeing here. Is it kind of looks like
those are definitely
like a little
bunny ears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they took a T-Rex skull and carved it into an Easter bunny.
I know I would. But this one also, amazing level of detail going on here. Just the rod, like literally just the rod holding the little chick. The animations everywhere. The animations everywhere. The little chick in the egg, its eyes going big. It's like trying to run away. It's like, And then the big egg on the back, just the animations of like all the jump little actions, and it's like popping up and down when that happens.
I didn't realize the egg on the back opens up as well. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, if you look at the dinosaur that the caveman is riding has little clasps around his jaw to like hold it shut. And when he opens it up, the clasps fall down to the side, as in like he broke through his restraints, or he was released and now they're going full bore.
He even like the dino's hands actually go up as if he's pushing his restraints back up. And he's like, whoops, I'm not really meant to eat anything.
This is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying somebody who embraces the blocky aspects of voxel art. Like, he's not trying to make everything look rounded. He went blocky on blocky on blocky, and it works so well. The big Popeye looking forearms and the larger than average hands, like everything about this is just voxel art personified in its purest form, kind of, you know. And I really think that's an interesting take, and I think it looks really good, especially right here. Hidong, once again, my friend, you have outdone yourself.
And Hidong is somebody who always knocks it out the park. Yeah. And it's because they're entering every single contest. I don't think there's been a contest I haven't seen them enter.
Do they really enter every contest?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure they enter every single contest. But they're absolutely amazing. Which, because they enter all of them and because they've placed in the top 10 of the regular contest, that means you new guys, you've got a chance to place in the beginners ones, so make sure to take part in those. And we had as well, I think it was, I'm going to say their name wrong, is it Chia? We got Chia here, who said the dino's really amazing. I'm pretty sure it was them, but said this was the first contest they entered, and please correct me if it was someone else. This was the first VoxEdit contest they entered. They entered the beginners category, and they placed in the top 10. So
yeah,
if you
so
are
happy to be in the top 10 since it is the first time I participate. So yeah, it's their first time in this.
Yeah. And I would like anybody else in the chat watching, or who might be watching, the YouTube version at a later date, if you are new to VoxEdit, to Sandbox, and you're a little nervous about entering these contests,
just do it.
Please, just do it. Honestly, just do it. If nothing else, it is good practice. Like you get the experience. And I do fully suggest we now run VoxEdit mini contests. These don't last as long. You don't have as long to create. However, you don't need to do big animations for these ones. They don't require animations. All of our other contests require an animation in some form. But we do reward participation up to the first 100 entries that don't place in the top 10. So entering those mini VoxEdit contests could be a really good idea for new people taking part, and obviously the beginners one, but the minis, because we do offer that participation, so you will get rewarded with a little bit of sand. And what can we do with sand? Stake it, buy things, cash it out, hold on to it.
My computer desk, the one that I'm sitting on right now, I bought that with sand.
Woo! Bought with sand.
But yeah, the hardest thing to do is the first time you do it, especially if it's a contest where you feel like you're being judged. Yeah. And my suggestion and my advice to everyone is always the same, and it's just rip that Band-Aid off. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Just do it. Have fun with it. And the second you start to enjoy the process, that translates through into what you're working on. And at the end of the day, if you don't get top 10 or you're not like, top 3, at least if you enjoy it, then you haven't lost in any way, shape, or form. So just do yourself a favor, jump into it, submit whatever you got by the time the deadline is around, and just enjoy the process. Make some friends along the way. Share your art with other people in the sandbox of what you're working on. See what they're working on. Engage with the community and really just work yourself into this stuff, because trust me, this could be something that opens a lot of doors for you down the road, and you can, like I said, have a lot of fun with it along the way. So what's to lose? Why not?
That is really well said. And to finish off the stream, I do need to announce the winner to the giveaway.
Ooh,
so the winner is Violet SL. Violet's Lull. Violet's Lull. People didn't need to get the question correct. I forgot that had a question. The correct answer to what is the max face and node count limit for optimization. The correct answer is 5,000. No, 5,000 faces and 175 nodes. Faces. And what's the max node limit, Lucas?
175.
There we go.
1
and 175
million.
nodes. People didn't need to get that question correct. I forgot that question was there. Everybody filling out the form had the option for either regular panda, head and a light lamp, or the ocean panda, and they chose the ocean panda, which will be sent at a time.
It's a good choice.
Within about 6 weeks, you should see that in your wallet. I need some catching up to do on all the sending. So 6 weeks. Woo! And congratulations to everybody that took part and placed for this VoxEdit contest. Because you're all amazing.
Yeah, thanks to everybody that participated. Thank you very much. It's fun to get to do these award shows because, you get to see the best of the best, but at the same time also on the judging side of things, you get to see everything. And I can say this without a doubt, with no hesitation and with all sincerity, y'all are way more talented than I am in any way, shape, or form when it comes to VoxEdit creation and contests like this, because I could not do what any of you have done. So thank you for allowing me to look upon your greatness.
Oh, you are the sweetest person ever.
Mm-mm.
Like, so lovely. Everybody. Also, without Lucas today, this wouldn't have happened. So I want everybody in chat to thank Lucas for just being an amazing human, slash robot, slash alien. I forget, are you an alien or robot?
Nobody knows.
I mean,
Even
I
I
know.
lost track.
Both. Why not both?
Yeah, why not both?
Yeah. But thank you, everybody. Just a quick reminder to all, 0.10 has released. There is an update, so you want to be on 0.10.7. So do update to that. They have done some bug fixes, including the issue where in some experiences, climbables weren't climbable. That should now be fixed. So do make sure you don't need to reinstall the client. You just need to go to your Sandbox launcher.
Okay.
And it will actually, at the top of it, will say on the download manager, it will say download update available, and you can update it there. So I don't know, Lucas, if you want to quickly bring up your screen launcher so people could maybe see what it looks like.
Can't do that on this computer right now. If I do that,
never mind.
Other things are going to shut down and the stream will probably go away.
Absolutely never mind. Just open up your launcher, people. There should be at the top right-hand side, it should say download available or update available. Do the update. You want to be on 0.10.7. But that is it for me. I shrink away into the shadows. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. Now let's see if there's anyone for us to raid.
Oh, that's a good idea.
1 second. Our audio's still live, so
that's fine. I can just be weird. Raid. Oh.
Who's streaming? Who's streaming the Sandbox right now? Oh, we got Crafter streaming right now. Yeah. Let's go on over there. 1 second. What happened? Go.
I don't know. What happened?
I don't know either. Everything went black for a second. Alrighty.
Raid.
Again, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Raid engaged.
Make it so.
Absolutely number one.
I love Star Trek.